All right, good morning. Welcome to this week's market preview. So let's quickly look at what happened last week. So last week we were basically, sorry, just a moment. Put this turn to the extreme. All right, so we had if we go to our USD futures, so the previous week closed above the weekly range, and so we were expecting to have um, either a reversal or at least a major pullback during the week, and that was what we wanted to trade. And so we had this fractal high created here, and as usual, when we want to sell, we want to have a fractal high created, then we want it to run out, and then want to sell thereafter. That is basically what happened. So this fractal high was created, and then price basically took it out, and then we had this massive drop during CPI. So on Telegram, we were able to catch this on Euro USD and sold, took profits somewhere around here. In fact, on Euro USD, we did the entire weekly range, right, in that push up, right. So that was basically that last week. So what do we expect this week? Let's start from our fractal OF. So the fractal order flow is basically bullish. So same Tuesday that we got our sell to the downside, price closed above this fractal high, turning us bullish on the USD, right? So this week we'll be looking for opportunities to buy off the fractal OF. All right, so what about swing shots? What about swing shots? So basically, just a moment. So this week we are also bullish on swing shots. Um, those of them who have gone through either the first stream program or who have watched the video on the swing shots know basically how to do this. This is based off price action. Actually, this indicator is just showing us what it does. It's actually based on the weekly price action. So price basically closed above the previous week's high, right? Closed above the previous week's high, took out the high, didn't take out the loads, and basically we have a bullish week. So what will we be expecting? So for our weekly trades, we want a fractal low to form. Remember, we want to buy. We want to buy. What are we looking for? We want a kind of inducement. We want to see inducement of traders. So we want to see people being induced to both sides of the trade. What do we mean? So we want to see a situation where we create a fractal low, price begins to push up. Some people are going to think, oh yes, price is still moving up, and then they are going to begin to chase price, right? Those are the first people that we want to see induced into the trade. But this is going to be the false move, right? This is going to be the first false move. Then they are going to reverse and begin to come down, right? And then these people that bought here are basically beginning to panic. Their stops will be, if this is going to be the low, for instance, their stops is going to be below this low, and then price is basically going to come, take all of them out, and then the big money guys are going to do what? Remember, if they want to buy, they need some people to be selling. So they are going to force these people. What your sell stop is when you are buying is basically um what your stop loss is rather when you are buying is basically a sell stop. So when they run through their stop loss, is basically going to be selling. They're going to force them to sell their positions. And when they sell their positions, the big money is going to be buying from them, and then they'll begin the actual move up. So we are waiting to see a fractal form. Um, we see a fractal form, and then price then runs through it. We'll basically then go to the lower time frame to begin to look for opportunities to buy the USD. And of course, if we are buying the USD, it means we are selling Euro USD and we are selling GBP USD. That's basically what we trade. We don't actually trade the USD basket. We trade Euro USD and GBP USD. So if we get opportunities to buy on the dollar, basically what we are looking for it's an equivalent opportunity to sell on the euro dollar and another opportunity to sell on the GBP USD as well. So that is that about our weekly trade. So both swing shorts and fractal OF line up this week, telling us basically the same thing. So we'll be expecting to buy. Now let's go to our intraday strategies. So basically, on Euro USD, which is what we use for our intraday, you can see the fractal trend is basically bearish on the daily. All right, this is the daily. It's bearish on the daily, and it's also bearish on the 4 hours. So the fractal trend is bearish on the daily and bearish on the 4 hours. So what we'll be looking for when we have this kind of situation, basically what we'll be waiting for is for the Asian high to be taken out, and then we'll look for opportunities to sell, right? So this is the Asian high for today, right? So once we see price go above this Asian high, we'll go to the lower time frames and then begin to look for an opportunity to sell, all right, to sell both EU and possibly GU. So that's basically our play. We are just basically waiting for price to come run out the highs that has been created during Asia to give us an intraday sell, or we want to see a fractal created here, a fractal low created here, and then we want to see price come take it out and then begin to go up. So either scenario can play out. The question will be, can we have both of them playing out at the same time? Definitely. So if this becomes a confirmed fractal low, and also the fractal high here becomes a confirmed fractal high, it means that whenever price takes it out later in the day, we'll be having a situation where both the weekly trade and the intraday trade are being meshed together. So that's basically what we are going to be looking at for this week. We are basically bullish on the dollar, and we are going to be looking for opportunities to sell both the EU and GU. So that's going to be done. Just a reminder, the first stream program is basically like 2 weeks away. So if you want to join, the time frame is closing real quick. And one thing I want to emphasize is this is going to be the only one we are going to have this year. It's likely going to be the only one we'll have this year. And from next year, they are going to be massive. There's going to be a massive price increase. I can guarantee you that it's going to be a massive price increase. We decided to leave the prices at where it was, but next year there's going to be a massive increase because basically, let them just keep the rest. All right, so enjoy the rest of your trading week and have a good one.